40 years ago, we had introduced one of the most iconic Nintendo characters ever in Donkey Kong, so happy birthday to the Big Ape. What's going on, everyone? I am Jay, the channel is Square Pegs. With me today is my 12-year-old son,
Victor,
and we are taking a look at 6 different Donkey Kong games that he is playing for the first time. I'm celebrating Donkey Kong's birthday by taking the day off. I made him record the audio. I made him record all the gameplay footage. I'm going to do the editing, but he's doing all the hard work. Let's take a look and see what Victor thinks about each of these.
I had to play the video games.
He did have to play the video games. Let's take a look at each of these games and find out what Victor thinks about all of them. So today we are exploring the world of Donkey Kong through the ages with my 12-year-old son, Victor. Now, Victor, have you ever played any of the games before today?
No, not really, actually. Unless you count playing as Donkey Kong in Super Smash Bros.
No, I don't think I do. I'm not going to count Donkey Kong and Smash Brothers, although you did play Donkey Konga before, yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
I did
but,
a while ago.
But you haven't played the games that we played today. So up first was the OG, the original from 1981 Donkey Kong. Now, what did you think about the original game?
It was a lot of fun. Jumping over the barrels was exciting. I couldn't make it past the second level. I kept either falling off of the rising or falling platforms and dying, or getting hit by those bouncing springs.
What did you think of the graphics in the game for something that old? Something that's
Very
almost
good.
as old as your dad.
Very good.
Okay, what was your favorite part about it?
I liked jumping over the barrels as Mario.
So the second game you tried for the NES was Donkey Kong Jr. Now, you had a bit of a different reaction to this game compared to the original Donkey Kong, huh?
Yeah, I did not like it at all.
Now, I was really surprised by that, because when I was a kid, I didn't like the original Donkey Kong, but I loved Donkey Kong Jr. What didn't you like about it?
I couldn't even get past the first level. It's not that, it's just, it wasn't fun to me. The claptraps would come down the first or second vine and eat you. And since I'm a bit of an impatient person, I like to speed through games, unless it's, it's a Donkey Kong, like Donkey Kong Country or Tropical Freeze, where there's secret stuff, like, more than there's normal stuff. And I would keep falling off the vines and dying. I couldn't figure out how to win the game.
Do you think you'd play it again if you had a little bit more patience, or is it just something that you don't need to play again?
I just don't like it.
Okay, that's fair. Next up was one of my all-time favorite games, and that was Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. Now, what did you think about this one? Because I seem to remember you having a lot of fun playing this game.
It was pretty fun.
What did you like about it?
It's definitely a retro game. It's got old graphics. You're playing as what used to be Donkey Kong Jr. Against Cranky Kong. And you've got to run around the island and grab your bananas.
Now, you said it had old graphics, which I'm just want everyone to know how old I feel by him saying that, because I remember when that game released and those graphics blew my mind. But did you think they looked good, even though you felt they were old?
Yeah.
So one of the neat things about that game is that rather than like the original Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., where those are sprites, these were pre-rendered 3D graphics that they turned into sprites. Do you think they felt like they were more alive than the first two games?
Yeah.
And how did you like having Diddy Kong in there as well?
It was cute. Very cute.
Was there anything about the game you didn't like?
Well, this is just every game. I don't really like the jumping enemies, because I either try to go under them or over them. Usually under, because it's easier, and I always get either drop kicked or I jump too soon or too late, and I either miss the enemy entirely and the jump at the same time, so I have to go back underneath it, and as I've already explained, you drop kick.
Do you think you'd play it again?
Yeah.
Do you want to try the other two as well, Donkey Kong Country 2 and Donkey Kong Country 3?
Yeah.
Next up, you played your first 3D Donkey Kong game with Donkey Kong 64. Now, this one I was really curious about, because I don't think you've ever used the Nintendo 64 before, right?
No.
And what did you think about the first controller you played with?
I despised it.
Why did you despise the controller so much?
I couldn't hold it.
It's a little weird, huh?
The trident shape of it, like I had to hold it. And I know you can't see the audio, but in the video, it's so awkward to hold. I don't really know how to explain it, depending on what I was trying to do at the time, and I couldn't manage everything at once, and then you grab the second controller, which I liked a lot more.
That was the Retro Fighters controller. That's a lot more like a traditional controller you're used to, right?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get to the part about the game itself and not the controller. You didn't like this game at all, did you?
No. It was very poorly made.
Oh wow. Okay. I disagree with that. What did you think about what didn't you like about the game?
Well, there was the 3D part of it. The way the controller is built, I'm not used to it. There's only one thumbstick and only two buttons, basically. I couldn't manage two D-pads at the same time and the thumbstick to move, so I couldn't move the camera and my character at the same time, and since it doesn't follow your character, and I couldn't figure out how to change that, it was annoying.
Yeah, so that's something that you guys need to know. When we do these games, when Victor plays these for the first time, I tend to not tell him how to play them, just to see if he can figure them out. But I want you to try that again down the road, because I know how to change the camera in that game. That might make things a little bit easier for you. All right, now the most important question about Donkey Kong 64. What did you think about the monkey rap at the start?
It was hilarious.
Next up, we jumped over to the GameCube and we grabbed the bongo controllers, which I know you have used before, and I kind of figured this is going to be the game that you enjoyed the most, and that was Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Now, like I said at the start, you have played Donkey Konga before, but you had never played Jungle Beat, right?
Nope.
And what did you think about this one?
I was very sleepy at the end of it. I was exhausted. It takes a lot out of you.
You were very much into that game. What parts of that game did you like the most?
Well, I liked the boss battles.
Okay, and which bosses did you fight?
Well, I fought the first two. I fought Dread Kong and the Big Borb. He's got his little obsidian ball that is full of lava or something, because when you headbutt it, it glows purple and red. I don't know what dark magic he has stored up in there for a bombing or whatever. I killed him too fast to see. Dread Kong was a lot more immersive, because you'd do the clap to dodge his attacks, and you'd hit the bongos to punch him, and once he got below half health, you couldn't punch him regularly. You'd have to time it perfectly. You'd have to clap, since he'd start punching a lot more and his punches would fly faster, so you would have less time to react. You'd have to clap, which would make you go back, but fortunately it would slow time, so you could punch him while he was swinging in the back as he was turning, and then just kind of like combo punch like Super Saiyan, just bang, 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 bang.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun. I liked it.
How do you think the game looked?
It was really good. It looked incredible.
Not bad for something that's 20 years old, huh?
It's 20 years old?
Yep.
Oh.
Apparently his brain shut off. And now we come to Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on the Wii U, and this one I was really excited for you to play because this is the most modern Donkey Kong that we have, and this is on a system that you've used before. You had the Wii U in your room for a while. And what did you think about this game?
I liked it a lot. I like that you can use Cranky Kong in it. I didn't get that far, but...
Sure, but you got to use...
Dixie and Diddy.
Dixie and Diddy, and which of those two is your favorite?
I like Diddy Kong more. He's got a worse base ability, the hover instead of the
propeller?
The helicopter. I wonder how much hair she loses when she does that. But his special is really good. It turns all the enemies on the screen into life balloons.
Yeah.
So that's pretty helpful for someone who doesn't really take time on jumps. And there's usually spikes below.
Yeah, you do tend to rush in those games, but I think you're doing pretty well at them.
Also, a little thing that I figured out, I really like it when you're rolling, when you have Diddy Kong on you, because Donkey Kong will curl up really tight into a ball, like smaller than he normally does when he's rolling. Diddy Kong will jump on top of him and roll him like it looks like he's trying to do a log run.
Now, what was your favorite part about the game?
The look was really good. The sound was, well, it's a Donkey Kong game. The sound's pretty decent altogether. But the gameplay was my personal favorite, the way it played.
Would you want to play this one again?
Yeah.
Do you think you'd want to get it on the Switch? Because they re-released it on the Switch.
Ooh.
So that was our 6 games that Victor played for the 40th anniversary of Donkey Kong. And buddy, I gotta ask, what was the one you liked the least?
Probably 64.
Probably 64? Okay. I honestly figured it was going to be Donkey Kong Jr., but that's...
Donkey Kong Jr., I understand how the game works, the character moves too slow. It's just, that's human error.
Okay, but Donkey Kong 64 is the one you just didn't like, huh?
Yeah, it's... The fact that it already had a save on it doesn't really help.
Yeah, the cartridge we have had a save on it already, and he kind of dove into a save that already had 60 hours on it, and Yeah, kind of in the middle of nowhere, not really sure what to do, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was your least favorite. What was your favorite game that you played?
Probably the one with the bongos.
Okay, so Donkey Kong Jungle Beat?
Yeah.
And why was that?
Well, it was very immersive.
So there you have it. Victor's thoughts on 6 different Donkey Kong games. Let us know in the comments down below what you think the game is that he should have taken a little bit more time with to try and get a better opinion of. Or what game do you think he liked that you did not enjoy? I know a lot of folks out there hate on Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, but I'm telling you right now, watching him play, it looked like an absolute blast, and I cannot wait to try it myself. Also, let us know in the comments down below what system you think Victor should try out next to play 5 random retro games for the first time. Please hit like, please subscribe down below if you enjoyed today's video, and in particular, if you enjoy the work we do here, consider becoming a monthly Patreon sponsor, or check out the link down below to look at the different merch we have available. I've been Jay.
And I've been Victor.
And you know what? Why don't you take us out of this video?
Alright, if you say so.
I do.
Don't forget to play more games, stay square, and take care.
We'll talk to you soon. Good job. I love you.
Vulcan salute!